In a busy village, there lived a young man who had big dreams. But he talked too much. He always spoke about his goals, argued with others, and gave his opinion on everything. He thought talking more would make him look smart and help him succeed. But no matter how much he talked, success never came to him. Every time he got an opportunity, he either spoke too soon, revealed too much, or wasted time arguing instead of taking action. One day, feeling frustrated and lost, he decided to visit a wise monk for advice. "Master, I work hard, I have great ideas, but nothing works out for me." "Why?" he asked. The monk smiled and said, "Let me tell you a story about a farmer. In a dry and barren village, two farmers were facing a severe drought. The first farmer always complained. "There's no rain. The soil is dry. There is no point in working." He spent his days talking, blaming fate, and discussing his problems with others. Days turned into weeks, but he did nothing to prepare his field. The second farmer, however, remained silent. He knew that complaining would not bring the rain. Instead, he plowed his land, removed weeds, and planted seeds. People laughed at him and said, "Why are you wasting your time? There is no rain." But the second farmer only smiled and continued working. He believed that nature had its own timing, and his job was to be prepared. One day, the rain finally came. The first farmer, who had wasted all his time talking, had no crops. His land was empty. But the second farmer's crops grew beautifully, and he enjoyed a rich harvest. The first farmer asked in surprise, "How did you succeed?" The second farmer replied, "While you were busy talking, I was busy preparing." The monk looked at the young man and asked, "Now tell me, which farmer are you?" The young man lowered his head in shame. He realized he had been like the first farmer, always talking but never preparing. He spent too much time discussing his dreams instead of working on them. His endless arguments and boasting had drained his energy. The young man sighed and said, "Master, I understand now. My words have been my biggest distraction. I must learn to be silent and take action instead of just talking." The monk smiled and said, "Exactly, my child. Silence is a powerful tool if used wisely. Let me tell you 3 benefits of being silent at the right time. 1. Silence saves your energy. Talking too much tires your mind and weakens your focus. When you stay silent, you save your energy and use it for important actions. Just like the farmer who worked instead of complaining, your silence will help you prepare for success. 2. Silence helps you observe and learn. When you talk less, you listen more. A silent mind notices opportunities and gains wisdom. Many people miss important lessons because they are too busy speaking. When you are silent, you understand more about people, situations, and life itself. 3. Silence makes your actions more powerful. People who talk too much are often ignored. But when a person of few words speaks, everyone listens. Let your success make the noise, not your words. Speak only when necessary, and let your actions prove your worth. The young man bowed to the monk, feeling grateful. From that day, he decided to speak less and act more. He stopped wasting time in useless discussions. He listened more, observed more, and focused on his work. Months later, success finally came to him. His hard work paid off, and people started respecting his words, because now, when he spoke with wisdom and experience. If we look at our own lives, how often do we waste time talking, discussing our dreams, making promises, or complaining about challenges? But like the first farmer, words alone will never bring success. Success doesn't come to those who talk the most, it comes to those who prepare in silence and act when the time is right. The second farmer didn't waste his energy explaining or arguing, he simply worked, and when the right moment arrived, he was ready. Think about it, how many opportunities have we lost just because we spoke too soon? How often have we drained our energy in useless conversations instead of taking action? Silence is not weakness, it is power. It helps us observe, learn, and grow. The young man in the story changed his life when he understood this truth, and so can you. So now, ask yourself, will you keep talking about your dreams, or will you start working on them? Let your actions speak. Stay silent, stay focused, and success will find you.